Welcome to What God Can Do Ministries. I'd like to share a little story with you today. One of the things that happened in Jesus' time is a man died called Lazarus, and he raised him from the dead. And it's the consequences of that miracle that I want to talk about. You'll find it in John's Gospel, chapter 12. It says this in verse 9, "Much people of the Jews, therefore, knew that Jesus was there, and they came not for Jesus' sake only, but they might see Lazarus also, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death, because that by reason of him many of the Jews went away and believed on Jesus." And we get the story, they start consulting, hey, we've got to do something. Here's someone who's been raised from the dead. People are going to see him, and more people are believing on him. So the only way we can get rid of Jesus, let's get rid of Lazarus too. And you wonder how, with such a wonderful miracle, they wouldn't believe, they wouldn't receive. And yet the common people heard him gladly. And the result is, you find a little further on, in verse 17, "The people therefore that was with Jesus, when he called Lazarus out of the grave and raised him from the dead, bear record. For this cause the people also met him, for they had heard that he had done this miracle. The Pharisees therefore said among themselves, Perceive ye how you prevail nothing? Behold, the world is gone after him." And first of all, it was just people believing. Now the world's going after him. We're losing all power. And in the NIV, it puts it quite succinctly. It says this in verse 17 in the NIV, "Now the crowd that was with him when he called Lazarus from the tomb and raised him from the dead continued to spread the word. Many people, because they had heard that he had given this miraculous sign, went out to meet him. So the Pharisees said one to another, See, this is getting us nowhere. Look how the whole world has gone after him." And one of the things that's so important for Christians to know is that this Jesus is the same Jesus today as he was 2,000 years ago. The Son of God who came to earth to go to Calvary to bear your sin and my sin on the tree. But beyond that, he did miracle after miracle, and multitudes followed him. And evangelism that is not based on miracles is no evangelism at all. I hear so many people say, oh, well, what you need is just to have people having new life. No, Jesus used miracle power. And he said we have that same miracle power. He said that we can actually lay hands on the sick and they'll recover. We can raise the dead. We can do wonderful works. Now, we don't do it out of our own ability. We have this treasure in an earthen vessel, that the excellency of their power might be of God and not of us. And any church that has the reality of Jesus Christ has miracles. I used to say it, and I still say it, no miracles, no Jesus. Wherever Jesus is, miracles are following the true word of God when it's preached in the power of the Spirit. And I'm not talking just about conversion. I'm talking about people healed, blind eyes open, deaf ears unstopped, cripples walking, cancers withering. Our God is a God of miracles. And we need a restoration of that miracle power that will wake the world up. The people went after Jesus because they heard of the miracle. We need that again in the church. Evangelism with miracle power is the only evangelism that's effective. May God bless you. May God open your eyes and keep you. Go with God.